You don't need a new life, you need a new mindset. Everything you're looking for starts in your head. If your thoughts are weak, your results will be too. But the incredible truth is this: you can rewire your brain to think stronger, sharper, and more powerful. Your mind is not fixed, it's programmable. That's what neuroplasticity is. And every belief you've ever held, it was planted, some by others, some by fear. But now, you take control. You delete the scripts that hold you back and write new ones that push you forward. Through discipline, through repetition, through intentional focus, you don't just change your life, you reprogram your identity. You're not stuck. You're just one decision away from reactivating your true potential. You've repeated the same thought so many times, it has become your truth. But just because a belief feels familiar doesn't mean it's right. The mind is a powerful machine, but it can also be your greatest trap. That's why reprogramming matters. What you allow, you repeat. What you repeat, you believe. And what you believe, you live. If your inner voice says, "I'm not enough, I always fail," or "I can't," then your brain will work to make those stories real. Winners know they have to interrupt the pattern, break the loop, build a better mental blueprint. You can't just consume motivation. You have to install it like software. With new habits, new language, new self-respect, your mindset becomes your method, and you're in control now. Your brain is wired, but not welded. It can be changed. Your past experiences, your traumas, your mistakes, they shaped your mind, but they don't have to define it. Every time you react automatically, every time you self-sabotage, you're seeing the echo of outdated programming. But you are not those loops. You're the one holding the remote now. Reprogramming your mind means identifying where those beliefs came from and choosing something different. It means choosing growth over guilt, intention over impulse, and awareness over autopilot. You don't fix your mind by fighting it. You evolve it through conscious daily discipline. You write a new identity, one thought at a time. You can't change what you won't confront. If you want to reprogram your mind, the first step is awareness. Catch your patterns. Catch your self-talk. Listen closely to what you tell yourself every day. "I'm too late. I always mess this up. I'll never make it." These are not harmless thoughts. They're code, and your brain follows code. You need to upgrade your mental software. Replace lies with language that aligns with your future. Install thoughts that energize your potential. It's not about lying to yourself. It's about rewriting the truth of who you are. You've just been running an outdated version of yourself. It's time to upgrade. Start by becoming aware, then rewrite everything that doesn't serve you. Your mind will believe whatever you tell it the most. It doesn't care if it's true, it only cares if it's familiar. That's why fear, doubt, and limitation feel so real. You've rehearsed them so often that they have become your identity. But now, it's time to feed your mind something different, something powerful, something on purpose. Read truth, speak truth, move like you're already becoming it. Reprogramming isn't magic, it's repetition. The more you say, "I am focused," the more your brain accepts focus as your standard. Say, "I am disciplined," and you'll move like it. Do it again and again. Until it's not something you say, it's something you live. This is how champions are wired, by what they feed their mind daily. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your identity. That's the truth most people miss. You can set goals all day long, but if your internal programming says, "I don't deserve this," or "I'm not built for this," then your actions will quietly sabotage your success. That's why reprogramming your mind is non-negotiable. You don't just upgrade your plans, you upgrade your identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone trying to succeed and start seeing yourself as someone who wins by nature. That new identity shifts your choices, habits, posture, speech, everything. And the fastest way to shift identity is to act like the future you now, not after success, before it. That's how winners think. That's how transformation begins. You train your body in the gym, but your mind is trained in silence. Every single thought is a repetition. Every inner sentence is a rep for your identity. The more you think "I can't," the stronger that belief becomes. But the moment you start practicing power, that programming shifts. Say, "I'm built for more." Say it when no one's listening. Say it when you don't believe it, because belief is built through repetition. Your mind will follow whatever you feed it most. Just like muscles grow under tension, your mindset grows through intentional challenge. You don't need outside approval. You need internal consistency. Reprogramming isn't complicated. It's daily repetition of the right message. And every time you repeat strength, you reduce fear. Your life feels the way you think. When you say, "I'm overwhelmed," your body listens. When you repeat, "I'm lost," your spirit dims. But when you say, "I'm focused, I'm ready, I'm resilient," your entire system responds. Your thoughts are commands, and the more you say it, the more real it becomes. That's why reprogramming your mind is the most urgent work you'll ever do. You're not just changing your perspective, you're changing your energy, your choices, your reality. If you want to feel unstoppable, think like someone who already is. Don't wait for emotions to lead your thoughts. Let strong thoughts build powerful emotions, and let those drive your transformation. Your actions will always echo your identity. If your inner voice says you're average, your life will shrink to match that code. No matter how talented you are, if you don't believe it, you won't build it. That's the glitch. You're doing everything right on the outside, but inside, you're still programmed with doubt. That's why you sabotage your growth. Why did you quit early? Why do you play small? Reprogramming your mind means deleting the voice of limitation and upgrading the identity that drives your behavior. You don't rise to potential, you rise to programming. So if you want to rise higher, stop trying harder and start thinking bolder. Your mind becomes what it absorbs. If all you feed it is fear, doubt, and distraction, don't be surprised when your results feel scattered. Reprogramming your mind starts with guarding your inputs, the conversations you entertain, the media you scroll, the people you give your energy to. Your focus is currency, and your future depends on how you spend it. Feed your mind books, clarity, truth, and discipline. Feed it silence. Feed it vision. Build a mental space where your dreams are louder than your excuses. You are not powerless, you're programmable. You just have to stop installing garbage and start uploading greatness. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just running a story that doesn't match your future. "I'm stuck" isn't the truth, it's a habit. It's just a mental file you've opened too many times. But what if you closed it? What if you wrote a new story where every mistake becomes a lesson, every delay becomes redirection? Reprogramming your mind doesn't mean ignoring pain, it means reframing it. Giving your past a new role to build the strongest, clearest, most disciplined version of you. You're not behind, you're rebooting. You're not broken, you're updating. Every thought is a keystroke. Every choice is a new line of code. Start typing something bold. This isn't about hype, it's about hardware. Motivation is fleeting. One good speech can hype you for a day, but reprogramming is different. It's deep, it's daily, it's deliberate. You install habits, beliefs, and language that shift who you are, not once, but over and over again. This is software for your soul. It's what separates those who talk about change from those who live it. If you want a new life, you don't just imagine it, you install it into your routines, into your identity, into your self-concept. That's the real upgrade. You don't just get motivated, you get recoded. And that's when transformation sticks. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do daily. The unstoppable don't rely on big moments. They rely on systems. They win because they've made discipline automatic. It's not about feeling good, it's about being prepared. Your routine isn't just about productivity, it's a declaration of who you are becoming. When you master your schedule, you master your life. Every morning you rise early, every task you complete without being told, every distraction you reject, those are victories. That's how real growth happens. You don't need to reinvent yourself overnight. You need to repeat yourself faithfully. The life you want is hiding in your next 30 days of focused consistency. Build your routine, build your future. If your thoughts are in a loop, your life becomes a pattern. Most people don't need a new strategy, they need a pattern interrupt, a mental reboot, because they're not stuck, they're just trapped in an old thought loop. The same fears, the same excuses, the same inner story on repeat, but the loop can be broken. That's where reprogramming starts. Replace reaction with awareness. Replace excuses with intention. Instead of thinking, I can't, ask, what if I did? Instead of replaying pain, install purpose. Every time you interrupt the loop, you weaken the code. And the weaker it gets, the stronger your new mindset becomes. That's how you go from stuck to unstoppable, from loop to legacy. Before you conquer the world, you have to conquer your mind. Your mindset is the gatekeeper of your performance. You can train your body, study the strategy, and show up every day. But if your belief system is cracked, the pressure will break you. That's why reprogramming your mind is the true first step. You build internal resilience before you ever touch results. You install thoughts that align with victory. You delete the voice that says, what if I fail? And replace it with, what if I rise? You stop thinking like the old you and speak like the version of yourself who's already won. Every breakthrough starts in the mind because the body follows the strongest voice inside it.